Welcome. So today is all about asking for help before your battery goes dead. We're prepping in this call. We're going to prep for you to be ready, willing, and able to receive the healing and clearing that will come from the call that I am doing tomorrow, or if you're doing this later via recording. So when we do this, I'm going to connect with your high selves, and our high selves are actually just going to prep us for this, to be ready, willing, and able to receive this. What does it look like when in your life? Every one of us will have a different scenario as to what help looks like, or receiving help, whether you're getting help, whatever that is. What does that look like for you? Are you struggling to ask for help? Are you struggling to get help when you ask? Are you not even bothering asking for help? When you get help, is it not good enough? What does that look like for you? So whatever that is for you, we're just going to ask that that be brought forward into your awareness in a positive way. And so when we bring that forward, I'm just going to invite you to be open to seeing the root, to be open to releasing the root of whatever is causing this undesirable end result, as to whether you're not having enough help, not asking, whatever it is, right? Or maybe it is a desired result that isn't serving you anymore. Maybe you think you're better off without help. And there's going to be a root cause for each and every one of us, whether it's from this life or another life, that is the cause as to our point of view, our perception, and our ready willingness to be able to receive or even give help. Now, just like your vehicle, when you maintain your vehicle and you keep your vehicle maintained, it doesn't have breakdowns. And if it does, they're minor and super easy to fix. Our bodies are on all levels, both spirit and physical levels, are the exact same way. When we maintain our energy, our energy is what we need to maintain. Our physical body, keeping it in good shape, that's an energy, right? From being completely out of shape to being in amazing shape. Those are two different frequencies. It's all energy. Everything is energy. So when we energetically take care of our bodies on all levels and maintain it, the likelihood of a breakdown isn't as high, or if there is one, it will be lesser and it will take less to come back from it. So just like a battery, if you don't charge a battery and it goes completely dead, it takes longer to charge it back up than it does if you maintain the charge. I'm hearing don't fix it till it's broken. And it's kind of like an old wives' tale that doesn't really serve us. In a way, it comes from a lack mentality. So if that's something that you grew up hearing, it's probably because you didn't really have the money to deal with it. So you don't really deal with it until you have the money or the finances or the ability or whatever it is to do it. Whereas I find with my vehicle, I drive a really old vehicle and it just keeps running. It's really hard not to drive the really old vehicle because it's super, super reliable. It just keeps on running and I maintain it. I take just as good care of it as I would if it was a brand new vehicle, and I maintain the energy, so the engine or the oil or whatever you need to do there. And when I keep that good, the vehicle keeps on running. So your body is the same way. When you keep your body good, it's not going to get to the point to where it's a breakdown. Now, what does that look like when you've waited too long? It probably looks like physical pain, an emotional breakdown, rage outbursts, and extreme stress. And all of those things, when compiled together, or even just one of them over and over, pretty much goes hand in hand with disease or different things that your body will create, misalignments in the body, in the back, in the neck, in the legs, whatever, right? Injuries, illnesses will all start to surface when these things are left unattended. And that's your body screaming out to you to recharge a battery, to give it some maintenance, to talk to it. Now, when we leave it too long, that's when we end up in the hospital or in a situation that we don't desire. The good news is, just as quickly as this awareness can come to you, or maybe it's not even, but that doesn't matter. You don't need to know why you're the way that you are at this point. At this point, you're just asking for the awareness to be brought forward in a positive way, for you to be able to receive the help, for you to be able to get to the root of what is causing this, for you to be able to recognize any distorted masculine or feminine patterns. Distorted masculine is the one who's like going to do it all yourself. Distorted feminine is the one who's going to get everyone to do everything for them. It's one extreme to the other, right? So for you to recognize any of these patterns in a positive way, so that you are ready, willing, and able to show up to the clearing call that I'm going to do and receive whatever comes forward to make a lasting change. You will receive the awareness. You will receive the reprogramming of your subconscious mind, of your patterns, of your cycles. And this will be all the way back as far as that we can go, as far as you're ready to go at that time, to where it started. So just a little story for me, part of my distorted patterns around asking for help actually did come from a past life. Now, not everybody's do that, and not everybody believes in past lives. Irregardless, it showed up in this life as a certain pattern where help was always coming when it was too late. And typically what was happening for me prior to me ever, opening my eyes and awakening was I would pretty much be laid out on the couch with, a head that I couldn't turn, or, a back that I couldn't walk or couldn't move. And this would happen frequently. This would happen once a month, twice a month, all kinds of different scenarios that it would happen. And I would have to go get help. So really what my body was just telling me was there was things inside that were creating these misalignments, and this pain was surfacing that I needed to deal with in order to be free of it, in order to receive the help that I desire, in order to ask for the help that I desire, and in order for me to even be aware that I needed it before it was too late. So for me, it was a thing where it was too late. For some people, I've seen it to where they don't get help until they absolutely rage. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, okay, what do you need? What do you need? Right? There will be a root problem, something that happened at some point in time that created that pattern that runs on an unconscious level over and over again, that is going to be, you won't receive it until you get to that point. And then as soon as you get to that point, all of a sudden everything's there and it's provided for. And on an unconscious level, just as you get dressed or just as you drive your car down the road, that is how you will create your reality, and that's when it will show up. So each and every one of us will have a little bit different scenario, and I am inviting all of you to come and clear everything that comes up around this, to remove it on a soul level, because that instant where it created this, your soul's light isn't shining completely your truth, because there's this little fragmented piece that needs some attention, that needs some healing, in order for you to create this change and actually have and be ready, willing, and able to give and receive help in a positive way with ease, without the struggle. So if you're that person who's like, well, this would be nice, but it's not possible. Well, it is. I want you to know that it is possible. When we shift our own energy, the way that everybody shows up for us shifts. The way that they react to us, the way they perceive us, the way that they support us shifts when we shift our own energy. So when you shift your own energy, it creates this ripple effect. That's why this is called the ripple effect. And right now, each and every one of you is already receiving the ripple effect. Your high self is giving you medicine for what it can give you medicine for, to help you in a positive way right here and now, whether that's bringing awareness, whether that's like, there's all kinds of different scenarios what your high self is doing for you, because it's the enlightened version of you. And it's doing it for you right now. Now, some of you are going to be good and never need help on this again. And you're going to be off on your merry little way. And you're like, wow, like I totally just realized that. And this thought came to me. And that's as simple as it could be for you. And that can change everything in a positive way. Some of you are going to be a little confused. Some of you are going to feel overwhelmed. Some of you are going to have no idea why. And that's all perfect. Whatever you're experiencing is going to be what is in the most positive way for you. And I invite you, if you would like a little more help or a little more assistance in getting to the deeper root of this. And if you're not ready for that today, that's totally cool. If you're ready for that 2 weeks from now, if you're ready for that 2 years from now, whenever that is, whenever you see this, know that that support is available for you. And we're going to go deeper. We're going to clear that. We're going to harmonize the masculine and feminine. We're going to just recalibrate you all the way to your DNA, right down to your DNA. Every cell in your body, your mind, all your programming is going to be recalibrated with this new version of you, this new enlightened, this new awakened version of what help looks like, how you desire it. And how you would like it to show up for you. Ultimately, how you would like it to show up for you. So if at any point, whatever it is that you desire isn't showing up on the external as you desire on the internal, that's when we can have these imprints. That's when we have these programs. That's when we have these cycles and patterns that are no longer serving us, running on an unconscious level, interfering with what you're doing. If you are feeling exhausted because you have to constantly keep on trying and always be on the money to get, receive, and have what you want, then that is because you are consciously overriding the unconscious programs. And when you're doing that, it can be exhausting. So we want to take this new information that we're going to receive, because right now your high selves are gathering it, right? Like I'm hearing all kinds of things, and that's why I go quiet for a few minutes. And we're going to pull that all together into this one clearing. So see, as soon as I said that, I lose track of what's going on because there is that much information coming. There's that many different scenarios. But what's happening is we're going to pull all that together so that we can shift that. And the more of us that do this, it creates this bigger ripple effect. And it shifts so much easier than it does, say, one-on-one. But as we're doing this, we're going to just reintegrate it on all levels of our being. We're going to have new activations and downloads, new awareness, new abilities, new levels of support available to us that we didn't even know existed. So I am inviting each and every one of you to come and take part of that, whatever feels right for you. And if you're that person who got exactly what you needed from today, because you are that powerful, you do know the truth exists within you. If this unlocked that information, that missing piece, perfect, great. Like, power to you. That is super, super amazing. But I'm inviting each and every one of you who would like a little more support to join me. And I will drop the link and the information below. Have a super fantastic rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you guys at the clearing. And just as we close, before I let you go, because so much shifting has happened with each and every one of us on an unconscious level, because we're all gathering here. Whether you're here right now or not, you're still here your high self is still showing up. And so we're just gonna recalibrate. So the left and the right side are balanced. So your brain is balanced. So your chakras are balanced. So your aura is balanced in a positive way. So that it is supporting you in your highest and best in a positive way. And lastly, I just want to invite you. I feel like there's some of you who've been asking for help around a certain situation or a certain something. And there's this predetermined perception as to what that looks like or how it's going to be. And I'm just going to invite each and every one of you to be open to new possibilities. Have a fantastic rest of your day. See you soon.